While designing the backyard, one of the things that we knew we wanted was a bench to go in the space by the gate. So we decided to take an old pallet and turn it into a cute bench. Here's how we did it. Step 1 after acquiring the pallet was to clean it off to make sure that there wasn't anything dusty or cobwebby or otherwise unpleasant between the slats of the wood. And then step number 2 was to remove the middle slat so that we could cut it in half more easily to make it, you know, bench shaped. Step 3 is then to cut it in half. We didn't actually have to measure this because we just had to be sure we cut on one side of the support beam. We decided to cut to make the base of the bench wider.
We're going to flip it over and do the same on the other side.
I love when you pull out your DIY video voice. After the bench was cut, we just had to play around a little bit with how we wanted to assemble it, both with the back and the top and then the arms as well, and we decided we liked it like this. Then for something that did have to be measured, we used 2x4s to make the legs. You can see them measuring it all out now. And then of course just sawing the 2x4s apart. As you can see, they weren't only going to be the legs, they were also going to be what attached the two pieces together to make it into a bench shape. The wood was soft enough that we didn't have to drill any preliminary holes and just attached a screwdriver head to the drill to get it all attached together. With another piece of scrap wood, we created arms by attaching the wood to the top of those 2x4s that obviously overhung from where the seat was. That was what we planned when we were measuring it. And then remember that slat from earlier? We actually kept hold of it to create a topper for the back of the bench. We left it there for day 1 and came back another day to do the sanding. The vibe of the bench is obviously for it to still look a little bit rough and unfinished, or at least to be clear that it's an upcycled piece, so we just sanded it down enough to be sure that there wasn't any risk of splinters or that sort of thing when people were sitting on it. And then finally, we just finished it off with a dark stain to make it look a little more like a complete project. Here is our end result. We hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching.
Love you, bye!
This is Leandra behind the scenes.
I'm working.
Wussing out with our space heater.
It's cold.